Многоуважаемый Владимир Владимирович,
Mr.
уважаемые
President,
российской делегации,
esteemed members of the Russian delegation, once again I would like to greet you in our capital, where you traveled with a state visit, which has great significance for the future strengthening and development of our strategic partnership, of the allied relationship. We've just held talks in a restricted format, and we agreed that there are no issues on our agenda,
нашей совместной
which is the result of our joint effort.
рабочем формате. И можно констатировать, что
And we can state that main agreements
подписание или заключение
that we are about to sign,
подготовлены должным образом.
they've been thoroughly and properly drafted and prepared, and we consider your visit as a confirmation of the special character of relationship between our states and firm resolution to continue to develop it in the spirit of comprehensive strategic partnership and alliance. For Kazakhstan, I'm not going to hide it, close friendly ties with Russia is a priority, and you are well aware of that, and we are well aware of that. And due to joint efforts, the bilateral cooperation continues to develop across the board in all the fields, and it serves as a model,
Межгосударственных связей.
as the great example of interstate relations. As I have said, we've held successful talks in the restricted format, and we reaffirmed our mutual willingness to continue to strengthen our multidimensional partnership.
Каких-либо
There are no
называемых спорных вопросов.
so-called disputes between our countries.
Позитивная динамика.
There is a positive dynamics.
Развиваем сотрудничество.
We
Его новыми
keep on developing our cooperation, filling it with new ideas and new projects. And in this regard, I would like to
сегодня совместного
mark the
о семи
great significance of the statement that we're going to make on the 7 pillars on the good neighborly relations between the peoples of Kazakhstan and Russia. This document reflects the spirit of our relationship,
общую приверженность
and
их
it solidifies our commitment to continue to develop them in the long term, which is important. With great satisfaction, I would like to note that
тот факт, что несмотря на
that
непростую обстановку,
despite the difficult
сотрудничество
global situation, our cooperation, especially in the economic field, is developing, is growing, the trade is growing,
с удовольствием
and we
формате.
were happy to note that during our bilateral meeting previously,
Участились взаимные визиты
and
между регионами.
we are developing interregional relations between our countries, and now we have a good tradition, the Forum of Interregional Cooperation. From what I understand, the next forum will take place in Omsk. I was told that
20 августа.
it is going to be held on August 20th, which works for me and for my colleagues, and I believe on that day we can hold an interregional forum, interregional cooperation forum in Omsk.
Показатели взаимного
As for the mutual trade indicators soon, I'm sure of that.
знаковые
It will exceed the milestone figure of $30 billion, and it is of utmost importance that Russia is the largest investor into Kazakhstan's economy
действующих здесь государств.
among all the states in the world.
Российскую экономику
Kazakhstan's investment into Russian economy exceeded $29 billion,
солидная.
which is a pretty solid number. It's a very good number, and it is a result of our joint effort by the administrations, by the governments, and as we agreed, we
Успешное продолжение.
will continue with this effort.
Пул
As of today, we formed a pool
совместных
of
проектов
177 joint efforts to the tune of practically $53 billion of investment fund, and I would like to say that 122 projects
операционный цикл, то есть реализован.
entered the operational cycle, so they are being implemented.
Того, чтобы продемонстрировать
We are working on them, and it is very important to show our mutual interest to continue to develop our cooperation, and it is in the best interests of the peoples of our countries. It is supported by our people. And I would like to mention cultural and humanitarian cooperation as well. That was on our agenda as well. We successfully cooperate in the field of education, culture, science, sports, and of course, it helps bring our peoples even closer together. Recently, we held the Days of Russia in Astana, in Kazakhstan, and it was very warmly received by the citizens of the capital. Last year, we inaugurated the area of friendship of Kazakhstan and Russia, and a square of friendship in Moscow. We are strengthening humanitarian people-to-people contacts, especially between younger generation, which will be facilitated by the Games of Friendship in Astana. They will be opened in late July, and they will continue throughout almost the entire August. And I would like to mention the serious project, which I personally support, because I believe it is very important for the personnel training, for ensuring the future of our countries. And we commence the construction of the relevant infrastructure in Astana and Almaty, and we will continue with this project across the country to improve the level of our education. I would like to express my gratitude to all the people who are involved with this project from your side for their resolution to continue to work together, and for their professional approach, and for flexibility, because sometimes there are matters that require flexible decisions, and it's a very promising project. As for international contacts, we exchange views on this topic as well. Practically on all the items of international agenda, we cooperate, we work together, and I would like to mention the fact that Kazakhstan and Russia together work quite efficiently within the format Central Asia-Russia. I believe that this format must be strengthened, considering the attention the world is showing to the region of Central Asia, which we've also discussed openly and in great detail, and we also express your view of that. I would like to express my gratitude for the article that was published before your visit. It was a very interesting article. It received a very positive reception from our people, and the main ideas of this article expressed in this article regarding the political strategy of our state and of everything that is being done in our country to strengthen its economic potential. And of course, I will say that it's difficult to overestimate the role that Russia is playing in this regard. Thank you for this state visit. It attracted a lot of attention from among our people and from abroad as well, and from the professionals in the field, and we will continue to work to strengthen the strategic partnership and allied relations between our countries.
Большое спасибо.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Russian and Kazakhstan relations are on the rise. They are dynamically developing based on the principles of equality and mutual respect. During your visit to Moscow last year, we said that bilateral relations have reached the level of comprehensive strategic partnership and alliance, and this is true. We work in all the fields, and of course we were very happy to see you in Moscow when you attended the celebrations dedicated to the great victory on the 9th of May. We cherish the memory of the heroic deeds of the soldiers and of the home front workers that made a significant contribution to the victory over Nazism. We have a very busy schedule of this visit. We started last night, actually, and we have continued this work in the restricted format, and we will make an important joint statement. You've mentioned the 7 pillars of the relations between Russia and Kazakhstan. We've drafted a big package of various agreements that cover all areas from economy and energy to culture and humanitarian projects. I'm confident, as I've just said, that we will not just sign these agreements, it will serve as to strengthen the foundation of our relations. Russia is among the leading trade partners of Kazakhstan. In 2025. The trade between our countries grew steadily. We've also discussed this during the restricted format talk. We have a lot of joint investment projects between our countries, and this is just the beginning because, as we've discussed, our teams did a great job to prepare for today's meeting, and we have some promising areas that will yield good results. You've mentioned the inter-regional relations, and I would like to reaffirm that we hold annual inter-regional cooperation forums. Last November, such a forum was held in Kazakhstan. It was the 21st forum of this kind, and I'm sure that the next forum that will be held on August 20th in Omsk will yield good results. I've also marked this date for myself. I'm sure this forum will be useful, and we've also discussed cultural and humanitarian cooperation. In November 2025 in Moscow, we successfully held the Days of Kazakhstan Culture in Moscow. You've mentioned Days of Russian Culture held in Kazakhstan. These events are very important to develop our cooperation because it's a vital track for us, the humanitarian relations. And it is very important to develop contacts between our citizens. In Russian universities, we have some 60,000 Kazakhstan nationals studying there, and we have 8 branches of the 8 leading Russian universities operating in Kazakhstan. And I would like to mention the establishment, at your initiative, Mr. Tokayev, the establishment of the International Organization on Russian Language. It has already started its work, and yesterday, during our meeting, our conversation in informal setting, you mentioned that as well, and you gave some ideas about how the future of this organization could look like. I heard some very useful initiatives, and I would like to thank you for that. I believe our joint work at the Eurasian Economic Union, CSTO, CIS, SCO, BRICS, and the UN could serve as a model of joint effort in the international affairs level. This year, our countries preside over key organizations in CIS. Russia presides over the Collective Security Treaty Organization. Its summit will take place in Moscow in November, and Kazakhstan is presiding over the Eurasian Economic Union. In conclusion of our visit, we will join other leaders of the Eurasian Economic Union, heads of state. We will attend the summit under your presidency. We highly appreciate the work our Kazakhstan's partners made to prepare for the Supreme Council session of the Eurasian Economic Union, where we will make decisions to deepen the integration processes within these organizations. So we work hard, we work in all the areas, in all the fields. I would like to thank you for the invitation. I have no doubt that our work will be useful for the both sides. Thank you.